This is Mike Coppinger with The Ring, and we are here in London for the Alexander Usyk Daniel Dubois Ring Magazine heavyweight title fight. And I'm here with Reeno, CEO of The Ring Magazine, and of course, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh. We're coming off the big news today that pay-per-views going forward are going to be free, available to the DAZN subscribers. Turki, why did you decide to make this move, and what led to it?
First of all, you need to understand what happened. First of all, the pay-per-view is damaged in the last 10 years. With the piracy, with the internet everywhere, with the piracy, the main things, and the VPN. For that, if you see, that doesn't mean we don't want the money back, because we spend a lot in boxing. I have a great meeting today with H.E, the CEO of DAZN. You need to understand now the market. I think the pay-per-view is dying, and especially what happened in the last 2-3 years. Now with involving of Riyadh Season and the Ring Magazine, what we are doing in the boxing, what Saudi Arabia is doing in the boxing, there is a lot of big events. And as an example, this in 30 days, in DAZN you will have 3 pay-per-view. The Ring 3 and the card of the e-gaming in Riyadh and Dubois and Usyk in 1 month. This is, I think, is not healthy for boxing. For that, I am thinking with H.E and DAZN that, of course, we need our money back. But as an example, and let me explain, go back in history. In the time of Mayweather or Pacquiao, there is around 5 million, 4.8 million pay-per-view, because in that time, the internet not like now, the piracy not like now. For that, all the people see it through the legal channel. Now, the internet is easy, the VPN is easy, everything is easy, and there is a lot of big fight we are doing now. Okay? If you are a normal customer, if you are paying for DAZN around $20 to $30, I don't know how much DAZN now charge for the month to have the fights, and that's mean you almost pay in the year 200 something or 300 maximum. If you put plus and that, the pay-per-view with, like now we have 3 cards in 1 month. If you put extra money, it will cost the customers a lot. This can make it for the customers thinking, and this is not right, but they are thinking, oh, I will not renew, I will try to see it piracy and saving money, okay? But taking the risk to see it not good quality, maybe in the middle of the fight it's cut off. For that, if you give him the subscriber from the beginning of the year and give him 2 options, one with small money, let's say, as example, $10, 10 pounds in England, $10 in America, with commercial, even through the fights, and without, and only HD resolution, and without behind the scene and the interview, okay? And give him another option with subscribe with $20 or $30 for the month, and you have it 4K, have all the program, have what behind the scene, no commercial, or only maybe main commercial, and 4K resolution, and give him the fights for all the years, all the fights for the subscriber for free. I think we will build fan base with DAZN, and this is healthy. Now, in the average, like in 24 and and in the beginning of 25, if we go with this average, it will be around between 10 to 15 pay-per-view, and this is too much. You understand me? If he have it and know it by subscribe. How's Riyadh Season have their money back? This is, we'll discuss it with DAZN. That maybe we'll split the cards in 3 divisions. A plus, B, and C. C will charge it with DAZN with little money, the B middle money, and the A with lump sum, one time from DAZN, and that's it. This will make DAZN have fan base in America and UK and around the world in between 5 to 20 million. And this is good for both of us, and good for business, and good for boxing. And make the people, if I pay less than cup of coffee cost for seeing boxing for free each month, I will do it. But if you charge me a lot, I will think to have it piracy, I will think to have it illegal. And this is not good for us. This is what I think. We decided today. I push for this idea. DAZN accepted. And now we are finishing the small details. And I think if we finish it like this, the pay-per-view will die. No one will, especially what we are doing in the big card, no one will take the risk to do pay-per-view. And this is win-win deal for DAZN, for us, and the most important things for our fan base.
And I think that's the most important thing, right? All 3 of us are fans. You're a fan first, right? That's why you make these great cards. And if you're blue-collar worker, average Joe, it can really become expensive, right? To buy all these pay-per-views, to support your sport. How do you think this helps also build the fighters?
Build the fighters, we will give them the chance. Now, me and Rick, we are thinking about different things. Like for the ring, I will start with the ring, then I will go to the Saudi Federation and Riyadh Season. The ring, we are starting maybe in September, show with DAZN 12 times in the year, 1 in the month, only for the talent, with new rules in boxing. It will be surprise, it will be something big. Also, at the same times, you know that you and Max will be the surprise of the ring soon, as in big show about boxing each week. And this will be something huge. So, with Omaha now, we are doing it with Omaha, the big company. They involve in it. And it will be something huge. It will start in September. About the Saudi Federation and Riyadh Season, now we are signing renew contract with WBC because the tournament we think it's a success. And we are studying to have similar to this tournament with WBA and WBO. This will be great for boxing. WBC is a strong partner of us, and their success, Mr. Suleimani, to deliver for us great competition, and we are doing a lot of things with them in the future.
And we look at all the great cards already that you and Riyadh Season delivered, right? 2 Usyk Fury fights, Dubois Joshua, Crawford Madrimov with deep undercards. These were all pay-per-views. Now they're going to be available to fans, bigger audiences, bigger for the sport, and I think it's a big win for the sport all around. My question is, this is going to start in November, right? What do you think this is going to do for David Benavidez, Anthony Yard, Devin Haney, Brian Norman, and the rest of the guys to fight in November without pay-per-view?
I think this is easier for the fans to see it. We will try to make it also in the time that England and America is good for the fans. Delay it a little bit from Riyadh. We want to be in the middle to win-win deal for all the fans in Middle East, in America, and in England, because this is the hugest market and we care about it. It will catch a lot of fans. Then, through the result of this card and all our card, what we deliver this year, it will affect about building cards in 26. And this is most important. And I think also to explain what we are doing for the show and how we are pushing the ambassador of the Ring magazine and to discover the talent and give them the chance to be star. I think my brother, Mr. Firzaci, Rick Reeno, can explain better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not putting anybody into easy fights. There's no charity here. Whether it's on the show that we're discussing for potentially September with prospects, they're all going to be matched tough. They're all going to be matched evenly because we want to discover new talent, which is lacking right now. You don't really have a lot of eyeballs on up-and-coming fighters, and part of it has been the pay-per-view model. You know, guys will get put in off-TV undercards, or they'll get put in maybe the first fight of a pay-per-view. And, you know, as discussed, you have, you know, just in a couple of weeks, 3 pay-per-views. But there's also another pay-per-view with Pacquiao. There's 4 pay-per-views.
It's crazy for the fans, yeah.
So fans either have a choice. You have to have deep pockets if you're going to buy everything, or for most people out there, whether it's in the UK or England or anywhere else, I mean, in America, you're going to make a decision whether to turn to piracy or you're going to make a decision to just skip it. I'm not even going to watch this. I'll look at the results later or look at the highlights on social media. You're going to look at some alternative. But if you have a Netflix type model where you just pay one price and you get it all, who's going to say no? You know, anyone would say, I'm going to do this. And the results of the cards, like stated, the winners and the losers. You know, we're not, if someone loses a fight, they're matched tough and they perform, we're not just going to discard the person away and, oh, you're never going to be on a card again. We're going to give them a second chance.
He know, and you know, Katayev, Zubaydah, everyone have another chance with us. And you know, we're discussing and thinking to have potential for them. Also, in the show of September, it what happened last week in the sparring in New York and the success, 2,000 people come to the warehouse, and fighters come from Scotland, Japan, to try to have chance to be in the undercard of Canelo Crawford, and this is amazing. Now, even in our show, right? We decide in our show it will start in September. If he's success, maybe he can go to the league, what we have with TKO, or go in one of the big card of Riyadh Season or Ring magazine. And this is very important for the talent. We want to give the chance for the people who doesn't have chance and make them the next star.
Yeah, and the turnout you mentioned at the sparring club, it just goes to show you, right? If you build it, they will come. There are hungry fighters out there looking for a shot, looking for an opportunity.
Rick can explain for you what we are thinking.
You know, we're thinking because of such a successful turnout and all of these fighters from all over the place, other countries, other states, people just within a minute got a plane ticket to fly over to do these type of events, the same model, the same look, in other states, in other countries, in conjunction with other events that we're planning to discover even more talent. And true to our word, a fighter from that card from the sparring, was selected to be on the Canelo Crawford undercard, and they were notified, and we should have an announcement soon about it.
And also, as a start, we will start thinking with 12 shows. Then maybe in the future, if we success with DAZN, we reach 36 shows, 24 in America and 12 in UK. This will be game changer. But we name it the Underdog, the show, each month, and it will be different rules in points, in replays, in referee, a lot of different and crazy ideas to make the young generation get excited again for boxing.
Yeah, and I think what is great is you have Showbox, the new generation, right? That was a great proving ground for prospects. Friday night fights, they're all gone. Then you saw all these promoters with media rights deals putting their fighters in easy fights on their undercards. So we kind of lost this opportunity for fighters in 50-50 fights, fights against gatekeepers. The development in boxing, in my opinion, has really waned. This should fill that, right?
Yes, it will fill that. And I think that's one of the problems in the sport is you have very few names being built. You hear about the same guys, and the guys who are the stars are getting older and older. And there's not enough new guys coming up behind them because, as you said, a lot of promoters are just taking whatever money's being offered, matching the guys in easy, and then when the guy finally gets the big test, whoever they face roll right over them. Or they're like, by the time they get their big test, they're like in their 30s. They don't take the risk until they're like 32, 33.
Yep.
But I think with the way, in the direction that the Ring and Riyadh season is moving, people will be forced to take the risk. There won't be no more excuses about, oh, well, this won't do enough pay-per-views, or if I lose, I won't be able to come back at another big fight. We tell guys, as long as you perform and do your duties, we'll bring you back. Just like they do in the UFC or any other combat sport, a loss doesn't crucify you to oblivion. If you lose, you'll be brought back into another big opportunity as long as you prove yourself and take what you're doing seriously. You're not just there to collect a paycheck. As long as you train, focus, and actually try in the ring, you'll get brought back. No Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite things that you're doing right now is building fights, not waiting around. Subriel Matias and Alberto Puello put on an amazing fight on Saturday. It could have won either way. Matias wins the decision. And what did you do? You have Dalton Smith, the WBC mandatory. You put him right into the ring. You face them off. And Alberto Puello is going to get a shot at the winner. So we basically know the next couple of fights for all of those three fighters already lined up.
This is not only this. We are thinking to do big fights for after that the result of Benavides. I want one day to see Benavides against Artur or against Bevel, and maybe also Obutaya, one of these three, and Yard will have chance. Haney will have chance. The result of the fight of Haney for next big fight. Shakur now waiting. He's resting because his arm and his hand. He asked us for rest for 2-3 months and coming back. He will come back, of course, with big fight. As example, sometimes when they say to me, "Oh, you push Shakur so hard in the last 2 months," but what is the result? The result, I think he understands now how the fans change their opinion about him 100% after the last performance against Zubaydah. And this is good for all of us. For him, for us as Riyadh Season or Ring Magazine or Saudi Federation Boxing, or for us as a fans. We planning for a lot of crazy cards. It will surprise everyone. And also, I am still planning to do in the first quarter, in the end of the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter of 2026 in Alcatraz jail. Big fight.
Alcatraz is going to be crazy. I know we're going to have a crazy main event for that one.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's already in your head. But I think what's great is Shakur Stevenson, he has more respect now than ever before. And I think people really misunderstood what you were saying with these Tom and Jerry fights. It wasn't go fight recklessly, go take lots of punishment. It was use your skills, offense and defense. And I think Shakur did that beautifully. Countered off the ropes. It was an exciting fight.
The name of the sport, what? The sweet science, right?
Mm-hmm.
He need to play it right. I don't mean that you go and take the punch like a bag, okay? But we need to see something, not only about points and go around. And this is not only about Shakur, about any fighters. That doesn't mean, oh, go and be in front of the another fighters all the time. But at least show us something, make the fans excited.
Yeah, and again, it was an amazing card on Saturday. We saw Hamza Sheeraz score a spectacular knockout of Edgar Berlanga. Now he could be fighting Canelo next, right? What other cards do you have?
Hamza, there is a lot. First, we are discussing with Canelo to renew the contract with him with more fights. We don't know. Maybe we can reach some points to have Canelo with us forever until he's retired. In my plan, there is Hamza, there is Mobili, the French, there is also maybe one day Benavides, there is Bevel, there is a lot of fights for Canelo. But first, let's see what's happening in September also. This maybe open another page also for Crawford if you want to continue. Let's see the result. You don't know. This fight, in my opinion, is 50-50 fight. We have one of the biggest fight in the history of boxing in the last, in my opinion, 10 years. Similar to what we have for Tyson and Usyk, it is big, but also Canelo Crawford is something very big. And with our relationship with Netflix and TKO, this fight can go far and far.
Right. We can't forget, you made the big announcement today that all the pay-per-views, there won't be any more going forward on DAZN in November. But September, it's already going to start with Netflix. Canelo and Crawford, as Max Kellerman has said many times, this could be the most viewed fight of this century. Everyone subscribes to Netflix. It's a big, big fight. Like you said, everyone's giving Crawford a great chance to win. So Canelo and Crawford, you're going to have a great undercard. You mentioned that you want to see Mbili, Lester Martinez, and then the battle of the big babies, correct?
Let's hope to finish the contracts, and in the right time we will announce.
And then after November, we know what's happening there.
But the most important things, to make you understand, and Rick know this information, the undercard, it will be between 2 or 3 days, imagine, for 2 or 3 days. We have now reached more than 20 fights to do in the undercard. And 95% of this card is talent, and people around the world have very big chance to be star in the future.
So you're saying maybe fights on Thursday, Friday?
Then Saturday.
It's like a fight festival.
Yeah. It must be something like this.
So we know what's happening in September. We know we have Night of the Champions in November. Are we going to have a show in October, December?
No, December we have Enoa and
Right.
Picasso. And the main, we are talking now, we have 2-way discussing. We don't finish it until now. The first way to make it Japan against the world. But if Mr. Honda understands and doesn't give us tough time finishing the contract, or there is another options also to have a different concept with a different way, and maybe we will have also, maybe we can see morale and some fighters coming back to Riyadh Season. That's mean we have the September show, we have now the August show, then September show with Netflix, then the November, the Night of the Champion, and then December. We are thinking to open slot for January. We never decide until now. We never decide yet. And we will, after that, having maybe the February card, the return of Canelo, maybe we'll see Canelo and Sheeraz.
And as we mentioned, we're all here. Usyk-Dubois rematch Saturday at Wembley Stadium. You really brought back the heavyweight division with activity, with big fights. Not just Usyk and Fury, but Dubois, 3 big wins with the Riyadh Season, right? Hrgovic, Jarrell Miller.
And Usyk.
Joshua, right? Usyk, of course. And other guys too. Caballero, Parker, Zhang. You brought them all back. What are we seeing in the future from the heavyweights in Riyadh Season?
Let's see the result. See the result, then decide.
And then we can't forget, there's a certain reporter out there been making comments about what's going on with you and TKO, this and that. What is going on there?
What about?
Oh, Versace response.
What's the reporter's name?
Oh, Ariel Helwani, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure who you were talking about.
No, this is rumor. The problem of him, and the only answers I have, if you knock the door, you will get the answer, okay? If you have a problem with someone, don't involve me in this problem, okay? I don't take orders from anyone, and I don't care. I care about only three things: my God, my King, and my Crown Prince. This is the only things I care about it. If you respect us, we will respect you. I don't blame him because he think he's smart to start to attack the league and start to also bringing, as an example, Nakisa to start to attacking the ring, bringing Shakur to start attacking us and attacking you, attacking the ring. And he doesn't want us to respond. Our response is easy. He's in 36 hours seeing what is his response when he's seeing Nakisa in like this chair in my suites in New York and seeing Shakur fight with us. Okay? Don't mix your problem with us, with anyone. This is advice for him. I don't blame him. He tried to have a big numbers because his show is suffered in DAZN. Even DAZN say to me, they are thinking do not renew the show because of the numbers. For that, maybe he's starting to do some spicy things. But if these spicy things go in our way or trying to damage us, we will respond. And this is fair for everyone. If he have the respect, we will have the respect for him. And advice for him, do not play the card, oh, I don't got money, I don't care about the money. You work for the money and everyone work for the money, okay? And what does he say? He say, oh, they try to steal people from us to working in the ring. What about you? If this is open market. We will hire anyone we think it is useful for us. What is about you jumping between the YouTube and DAZN and Netflix and DAZN? You have this right, but your people who are working with you doesn't have this right to think about their future? No comment.
Yeah, and just to note, if someone comes to the ring and they want to make more money, I don't care who it is. If I look at it at any talent, if they could benefit the ring, I'm going to hire them. I'm not going to say, oh, well, he works here, I won't talk to him. I only care about the ring. I don't care about any other outlet. I don't care about any other ties. If there's a piece of talent out there that's to my benefit and the ring's benefit, well, I'm going to do everything I can to hire that talent. And if someone has to run and then get more money to hold on to that talent, that's up to them. I could only do, with me trying to hire talent, I'm certainly not that easy, not that hard, I should say, to find. They could find me at any Versace store probably in the country. There's a good chance you walk in, I'll be in there. And, we give opportunities to everybody. So if he wants the boxing match with Coppinger, we're willing to put it on our September card with the shrinking ring and the special rules. I see Coppinger's in shape. He's already on weight.
Oh, you remember me. Really, we are now discussing with some people to do this.
The
shrinking ring.
Yeah.
You had everybody fooled. Everyone was asking.
No, we are thinking, we now searching for the mechanics, and we are in the way to discover something to do it.
They were going to need a special fight for the first fight in the shrinking ring, no?
Yeah, of course.
Who do you think? Can we get a fight for you? For Versace?
Yeah, you put me, Eddie in. Good catch weight.
Ooh, that's right. Thank you for bringing that up.
I am very upset of Eddie. Why? Not because he's attacking Versace. Because Eddie know I like the Diet Coke, not the tea. This is my problem with, with Eddie.
You mean Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the one thing Eddie left out, I may be bringing him the cup of tea, but Eddie won't be too far behind fetching turkey slippers.
Ooh.
This is from you.
It's for me. It's for me. Eddie can come after me just like I'm managing all his fighters. I got Catterall, the biggest opportunity in years. That's why Catterall is now kissing my hand instead of Eddie's hand.
See, just like Helwani, I don't think Versace here is going to like the response from Hearn.
Let's see. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you, Michael and Versace all the time. Thank you.
Thanks.